I present you the biggest pots of this year's vlogs. Number 5.
On an unseasonably warm night, while most people were dreaming, a cash game was being played and the card house was streaming. A handsome lad named West looked down at Ace King and raised it on up because that's just his thing. A lass named Debbie was visiting from out of town, and her goal that night was to take West down. Much to her surprise, she saw that she had pocket queens. This hand deserves a re-raise, and a big one it seems. Debbie re-raised to $700. Action was around to West with no more callers. "Let's play for it all," the vlogger declared. "I've got Ace King and I am not scared." Debbie snap called and said, "I hope you have Ace King." West replied, "Ace King is what I have. Is that a bad thing?" An $8,000 flip, a pair versus a draw. But that wasn't the craziest thing the viewers did saw. Debbie inquired about running it twice, but West says he only runs it once. Well, that's not very nice. The flop was jack high, then the turn brought a 10. An ace or a queen is the only way West can win. Only one card to go and Santa was here. He delivered a queen and everything is clear. Debbie must have been naughty this year and West was a saint. It's the only way to explain this rivered lady paint.
Number 4. Yet another $100 straddle. This game is popping. It's gonna be a raise to $325. You see a caller, and I look down at Queen 10 suited. I want to get in on this action, and I've had nothing to call so far. This hand's not great, but if this guy's gonna be going all in on every flop, although he has had the nuts quite a few times, I want to get in on some of this action. So I decided to call. We're gonna go 4 ways to the flop. This pot is already $1,300 pre-flop. The flop is 5-3-3 with 2 hearts. I flop a flush draw. It is a paired board, but nobody should have a 3. You are worried about somebody turning a set would have you drawing dead. But for $500 in this pot, I'm gonna see a turn card. It's a diamond, son of. I'm gonna go ahead and check this card, and maybe we can get lucky and this can check around. He tanks for a long time before deciding to go all in for $1,800. The pre-flop raiser folds, and now it's over to the button, who also tanks for a long time, and he goes all in for $1,500. I thought I was folding this hand, but both players tanked for like a minute to 2 minutes before they made their actions. They didn't seem very confident about their hands. Now I've got to make a decision. What do I do with a flush draw in this spot? Am I getting the right odds?
Are you praying before you go?
I should.
You're like praying. I'm like,
Oh, I'm doing some math here.
oh, so.
I don't have a hand yet.
There you go.
No.
All right, we'll call.
I flopped a pair.
Oh, well. Am I the best?
Because there's no play in the hand? No, just discuss the hand play.
Feel good.
So it's 18 is the big stack?
1830.
All right, hold it there.
15.
I always rip it.
You have a big overpair?
I'm gonna make the pot right. 1505.
I always rip
You
it.
have a 3?
1505.
Oh, well, I have 2 pair. I think it may be the best hand. Y'all have draws?
I always rip it.
I don't know, hold on.
1505.
Well, hold on, but it's fine. So, is 2 pair the best hand or not?
Doesn't matter.
Side
I
pot.
guess I have no, well, hold on, wait.
No, we don't have insurance or anything.
Oh, so we're, okay, then we're only going once?
Yeah.
Okay, I have 2 pair, well, fuck it. You got to be fucking. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? You called with that fucking shit hand and got that lucky?
You talked him into it.
Wow, dude. Unfucking believable.
Fucking talked him into it.
Dude, this is the fucking donk of the donk, dude. That's unfucking believable. Unbelievable. $10,000 fucking hand, he calls with fucking nothing. Wow, good fucking call. You're fucking awesome.
Chill out, guys.
Nice man.
Nice hand, Wes.
Nice hand, dude. I probably shouldn't talk shit. I'm sorry. I'm just pissed off about it. I have the best fucking hand, obviously. I fucking make a great fucking play. You're fucking unlucky. Wow. Unfucking believable. Not directed at you, but just
No,
I mean,
that's fine, Blake.
I mean, bro, what
I don't
the
take it
fuck,
personally.
dude? You should not call that. That's the fucking worst play of the night. You got lucky. A paired board and fucking wow. That's a fucking best hand. I got a fucking overpair. And a fucking queen. Great fucking play for $10,000. And get unlucky as fuck. What happened to my? I thought I had some money back.
No, I covered both of y'all.
Yeah, he covered.
He was almost there.
Oh,
Yeah, 1,500.
amount of money. Never mind. I can't get no one fucking ATM. What a fucking hand, dude.
Yeah, he's doing that. Yeah. Jason.
Seat open. Number 3. All right, let's play a real hand. I'm not gonna be playing any 9-5 offsuit hands. We got Jack 10 of clubs. I'm yet again in the small blind, out of position, making it 55. You can't always choose where you're gonna be when you have good or fun hands like the Jack 10. I go ahead and raise it up. We haven't been 3-bet much tonight. We're gonna get 3-bet now. We're okay calling with Jack 10 suited. It's a pretty big bet. We actually get a call from the button before we even get a chance to call. We're going 4 ways to the flop with Jack 10 of clubs. And we flop a flush draw on a paired board. Yay! Well, we do have a flush draw. So we're definitely gonna be check calling. Checks over to the pre-flop raiser. The pot's already a little bit over $1,000. He's gonna see bet $400. The button calls, I'm gonna call. Albert tanks forever. I was so sure he was gonna raise and blow me off this hand. Then he just calls. Now this time we don't brick the turn. Out of position against 3 players, making the flush on a paired board, I actually decided this time I'm gonna lead out on the turn. I'm gonna make it a healthy bet. It's $1,400. Over to Albert. Tanking. Is he frozen? Is Albert frozen? Oh, he folds. So it's back around the pre-flop raiser. He's most likely the guy that's gonna give us action in this hand. And he does call. The button's the shortest stack in the hand. He could actually go all in. I think it would be less than the bet, but we go heads up to the river. Okay, a complete brick. This is a good card. We're going to value bet. We can put this kid all in with our hand and be pretty confident that we're gonna have the best hand most of the time. So every once in a while he's gonna have kings full, but we go all in and he's in the tank. And he's in the tank for a long, long time. Guessing the kid had an ace king type hand. I guess he could have any king and tank this long. And eventually he is going to call and he's gonna see the bad news. And we're starting to build a stack. And I'm just gonna tell you right now, this is where the vlog is gonna start to get really interesting.
Number 2.
And pretty straightforward when you have a $500 button straddle. And I look down at pocket juggalos, just me and Albert left in the hand. Getting my chips together, gonna make a raise. I don't need to make it too big. I make it 1.2K, just enough that Albert can call with lots of fun hands. But make him pay a price, don't let him get in too cheap. Albert's in the tank thinking about what to do. And he's all in for $7,000. I had to take a sec, no, I just snap call. $14,000 pot, all in pre-flop, pocket jacks. The flop is 7-6 deuce. Turn is a 3. River pairs the boards to 3. Albert announces 2 pair, which makes me realize I probably have the best hand. I table my jacks and Albert mucks. I take down a $14,000 pot.
And number 1.
We're gonna start out with a $25 button straddle. Limping. Limping. Got 2 limps so far. It's over to Todd. He's gonna limp in. King 4 suited. Yeah, I'm just gonna check. 4 ways to the flop. We flop a flush draw, and this time the board is not paired. What a relief. Something fresh and new. It's gonna check over to me. Definitely gonna bet this king high flush draw. I end up betting pretty small, $55. About half pot. Albert comes along. Dan comes along. And a fold from Todd. 3 ways to the turn. And it's the 6 of spades. All right, we have a king high flush. Again, the board is not paired. There's no straight flush possibility, and Albert is betting into us. I think in this spot, he can have lots of straights, lots of 2 pairs, lots of flush draws, lots of pair and flush draws. I can raise here and get called often. And if he has some sort of garbage hand that he was just messing around with, he's just gonna fold. But he has enough hands to call a 3x raise here, so I make it 600. I'm gonna double check to make sure he really has the hand that he thought he did.
Yeah. Is that what you're trying to fuck me with right now? Is that what you're trying to fuck me with right now?
All right, we're going to the river. The 8 of clubs. It does put a 4-liner out there, so now if he has any 7, he has a straight. We have the second nuts. We're feeling pretty good about our hand right now. Albert's tanking. Seems like he's trying to play it up a little bit. He's gonna lead into us. Now, I think our hand is so good we can never just flat here. We actually wanna make a big raise. Maybe he does have a straight or a worse flush. He's definitely not folding a flush. Whether he would fold a straight in this spot really depends. The only question here is how big do I want to make this raise? Do I want to go standard 3x or do I want to do something different? Start doing some deconstruction on the stack because I'm going to raise to $2,500. If you have a flush, let's go, buddy. It's over to Albert. He's tanking. He's thinking about what to do. And I was only a little bit surprised when he ripped it in for over $7,000. I had already counted his stack and I was prepared for this possibility, but I didn't really want him to rip it in. I think normally I would snap call in this spot, but I've been running so bad recently and specifically against Albert that I did start to second guess and think, man, does he have the ace high flush? I take a few seconds to compose myself and just agree that I'm never folding here, so I might as well call.
God damn it, really?
That sounds like good news, so I go ahead and show my hand. Now he did have the ace of spades and was trying to put on an intricate bluff on me. We're gonna take down a $17,000 pot, the biggest cash game pot I've ever won. And those were the biggest pots of the vlog in 2021. All of which I just happened to win.